Hey everyone, I had a lot of questions about how I handle USB switching in my arcade cabinet. Since I've acquired a new cabinet, I thought I'd do a little demo about how I connect my brick universal fighting boards between multiple devices. If you're like me, you want to use just one harness and controller board per player in your arcade machine. Brook's universal boards are amazing, but they're pretty expensive. Since I haven't found a USB switch that isn't associated with a KVM, I decided to make my own out of these little RJ45 rotary devices that Monoprice offers. You're probably used to seeing this connector on network cables, but think of it as something that can connect various wires together, and imagine yourself connecting the wires inside USB cables together. You're going to need a special RJ45 crimping tool for this. I borrowed this one from a friend, and it's still working perfectly after 15 years of heavy usage. I make these things pretty often, and I recently bought my own. Nothing's changed about how they're constructed, so find a rugged one and it'll probably last you forever. Hashtag buy it for life. We'll need to remove the ends of our USB cables. You don't need anything fancy for this. Regular kitchen scissors are going to work just fine. I'm very poorly using a fancy crimping tool here. Hashtag do it better than me. At least the second one clipped off cleanly. Now strip off just enough of the end to expose the wiring inside of it. If it's a decent USB cable, it's going to have some foil shielding around it. Peel that back and expose the 4 wires. Slip the RJ45 connection over the top of your wires. This takes practice, but you can do it pretty quick after a while. Be sure that your 4 wires are always in the same order. For mine, I always do black, green, red, white. Next, we'll pop our RJ45 connector into our crimper, and we'll give it a good squeeze. You'll notice that I have 2 cables going into this connector. That's right, we can do 2 players with just one RJ45 connection. They've got space for 8 wires. The order will be black, green, red, white, and then black, green, red, white again. Just pop this into place, choose your system, and turn your setup on. Keep in mind that some devices are touchier than others. The Dreamcast, for example, has a fuse on the controller board, and it can blow if you swap controllers or devices while the system is on. And there you go, that's all there is to it. Of course, do this at your own risk. I assume no liability. If you're not connected things properly within your cables, wires within the USB cable do carry electricity. Sending electricity to the wrong place is generally considered relatively bad. As for the new NetCity you see here, you're probably wondering about it. Well, it's great, except for the fact that after I shot this video, the board that controls the monitor died and now it needs some help. Hopefully when that's done, we can talk more about the highs and lows of owning a CRT candy cab versus a more modern LCD cabinet. There are differences just beyond the technologies at play here. Taito and Sega really seem to have a different way of going about the same thing. Let's hope I can get back to that soon, otherwise I've bought a set of light guns for nothing and I'll be forced to kill zombies, only by typing at them.